So VOX has this really cool little headphone app that they call the Amplug2, and it's basically this little device that plugs straight into your guitar like this, and you can plug in your earphones, and then you can also plug in your phone through aux, and it creates this really portable setup that you can take while traveling, to parties, or even just practicing at home, which is what I like to use it for. It's a great little device, and I love to use it all the time, but there are some issues that do affect my ability to play efficiently. The first issue is that this device can be quite prone to breakage. I've actually read a lot of stories of people just accidentally placing down the guitar and forgetting that this thing is plugged in, and it pretty much just breaks at this little hinge point right here. And so because of this, I'm always having to unplug it and then pack it away safely after each session, and this kind of defeated the whole purpose of the instant pick up and play experience, which is why I wanted to get one of these. The second issue is that these dials can be quite small. It's great like that because it keeps the whole device nice and compact, but like in the middle of a jam, you pretty much have to stop playing and then squint your eyes at these tiny dials and figure out which one is which and which level they are on. It also doesn't help that these, when you have the cables plugged in, the device can spin quite easily around, and it confuses my orientation a bit, and I'm always second guessing myself, wondering which one is the gain and which one is the volume. So I've 3D printed this little mount, which I just call the rocker file, but it basically aims to solve the problems that I mentioned before. When not in use, it sits flush and flat out of the way, but if you do want to use it, all you need to do is set these dials, or set these knobs to the level 1 position, just like that. And then you also set the dials to level 1 on the Amplug as well. After that, you basically open the latch, and then you place in the Amplug dial side first, and then the latch snaps shut. Then you'll also need this extension cable that plugs in straight like that. Also plug in your earphones, and these can wrap around the headphone wrap. And now you have your finished setup. So the Rockifier creates the secure connection for your Amplug2, and it basically eliminates the need for you to plug it in and plug it out each time. It features these color-coded knobs, so blue for volume, green for tone, and red for gain. This allows instant identification and accurate tunability to your desired level. They spin easily, just like that, back and forth. So I have found that Bluetech has been quite an effective method of connecting, attaching it to your guitar. I've just placed it on the 4 corners of here, and basically you can just place it anywhere, wherever you feel like is best. I like to put it up here, and you just push down on the 4 corners, and it creates this pretty sturdy connection. Like I've had this on for weeks now, and it hasn't fallen off at once, so I feel like it's fine if you're just at home practicing, even taking to parties. But if you are traveling and you want a more secure connection, you can use these 3M double-sided adhesive strips, and that will just give a more permanent solution. If you do have your own 3D printer, I've actually uploaded the STL files to the project page, and basically you can just download over here. So once you have everything printed, you basically have these 5 different components: 3 knobs, 1 base, and 1 latch. You'll also need 3 of these M3x6mm bolts for the knobs, and 6 of these M3x4mm bolts for the latch mechanism. We also have these rubber grip bands, and these will be placed around these knobs, and that would be used to create the grip to the dials. And I've also just used these hair elastics for the latch mechanism. And basically after that, just screw everything together. You'll also need to make sure that these screws are not too tight, but loose enough for the knobs to spin. And that's basically your finished product. I must also say that it was only from feedback from users of version 1, which was basically the simple mount, was I able to refine the design to create version 2. And as design is always an iterative process, and I'm always looking to see how can I improve on these projects, I would love to hear any of your feedback or any comments that you have about this. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Thank you.